नमो नमस्ते गुरवे महात्मने विमुक्तसंगाय सदुत्तमाय नित्याद्वयानन्दरसस्वरूपिणे भूम्ने सदा पारदयाम्बुधाम्ने नमस्ते नमस्ते विभो विश्वमूर्ते नमस्ते नमस्ते चिदानन्दमूर्ते नमस्ते नमस्ते तपोयोगगम्य नमस्ते नमस्ते श्रुतिज्ञानगम्य स्वाराज्य साम्राज्य विभूतिरेषा भवत्कृपा श्रीमहिमप्रसादात् प्राप्ता मया श्रीगुरवे महात्मने नमो नमस्तेस्तु पुनर्नमोस्तु नमो नमस्तेस्तु पुनर्नमोस्तु नमो नमस्तेस्तु पुनर्नमोस्तु नमस्तस्मै सदैकस्मै कस्मै चिन्महसे नमः यदेतद्विश्वरूपेण राजते गुरुराजते यदेतद्विश्वरूपेण राजते गुरुराजते. Hari Om Tat Sat. So what were the salient points? One is that the non-interactional sadhana may need fixed time for meditation, study, contemplation, shravana, manana, nididhyasana, whatever. But the interactional sadhana, which is more important for people who do not have enough of sadhana chatushtaya, who have some desires or quite a large number of desires left, for them the interactional sadhana is more important. More important means that because it is not time limited. It has to be done every moment through every action, not only every action. As we become mature, it has to be done in every thoughts. Even if you don't act, what are the thoughts coming to the mind? We have to watch the thoughts and make the thoughts yoga oriented. That is the dimension, that the universal dimension of the Ātma, the unaffectation of the Ātma, the stainlessness of the Ātma, all these to be incorporated in the thought itself. So it is an all-time sadhana, bringing divinity in all moments of life. And people do ask that, is not non-interactional sadhana more important? That is, everywhere we have to meditate and contemplate and study. Yes, it is important, but the fact is that if you are not able to meditate because of the running of your mind, that running means because the disturbance and agitation of your mind, then will you wait for the life to end or your retirement to come, or even after retirement also till your faculties become useless? Wait till then to do your sadhana. See, these have to be given thought. We have to think, do vichara very well. Are you going to wait till your mind you are able to meditate well? You cannot wait. You do your interactional sadhana, which will purify the mind, which will instill the yoga dimensions or atmic dimensions in your mind and intelligence. And as the mind attains the sadhana chatushta, this is what you are doing. With viveka, you are introducing the viveka in the intelligence, and with viveka, you are cultivating vairagya, and which will lead to shama, dhamma, shatva sampatti, etc., all those things. So what will happen by interactional sadhana, as your mind gets purified, you will find that dhyana, the meditation, dawns in you. You don't have to do meditation. You will find many of the saints, they repeatedly say that meditation you don't have to do. Meditation dawns. Our Narayana Tirtha, the first one here, it is his statement. He used to say, Dhyan korte hai na re, dhyan hoy. Dhyan korte hai na re, dhyan hoy. Meditation you don't have to do. Meditation will dawn in you automatically. When the mind becomes peaceful, when the mind becomes reasonably free of desire, automatically meditation will come. So don't try to distinguish between the two. Do the non-interactional sadhana as far as it is possible. If you have time, if you can read the Shastras, if you can listen to the discourses, if you can meditate sitting alone, do all these things. But don't defer the interactional sadhana, which will be absolutely essential to purify your mind. Even if you do successful meditation, you will find that in the active life you are in the same soup, again haunted by all the jealousies, greed, competition and whatnot. It won't easily go. So, both are important, that if you are able to do good meditation, then that meditation will keep your mind, we call it dhyana mukhinata, the mind oriented towards meditation throughout your active life. That is, when you are not meditating also, if you have got a very peaceful experience in meditation, that peace will remain in the background of your mind. Whenever you are working, your longing for that peace will be there. So the meditational experience, if it is successful meditation, it will keep your mind throughout the day in a better state, in an expanded state, and a longing for the meditative experience will be alive in your mind. Then whenever you sit, automatically the meditation will come. Another is that throughout the interactional period, if you incorporate the Ātmic dimensions of universality, non-selfishness, of compassion to all, embracing love for all these things if you incorporate, then you will find that your meditational sadhana also will become more successful. Automatically meditation will dawn. So they are also, as in spirituality we were discussing the sadhana chatushtaya, here also these two are self-regenerative, symbiotic. No? I have been using always the word regenerative, but symbiotic is the word. But regenerative we use in science. That once that is cooled, it cools the other in a circulatory manner, it is being done. So the two are helping each other, the two are symbiotic. And the two together will take you to successful meditation as well as a life divinized, interactive life which will be divinized, which will be pure. So your joy will not be restricted to some meditational experience. Your joy will be eternal joy. You will find a stability like the soul. The soul never changes. You will find that the whole world is moving, going past like a phenomena. Phenomena you understand as In Bhagavad Gita it says, Guna guneshu vartante, iti matva na sajjate. That's it's a play of gunas. The whole world, it is made, nature is made of sattva, rajas, tamas, three gunas, whatever be the model. It's made of three gunas. They are producing the world in front of us, in our mind. And our own body-mind personality also is a product of these three gunas. Is it not? We are part of nature. So what is happening as our body-mind personality is interacting with nature, or anybody in nature, in the world, what is happening is the guna guneshu vartanta, that it is the body-mind personality which is a product of guna is interacting with the gunas of the nature or world. Then who am I? I am only a witness of all that. So the iti matva na sajjate means that earlier we are clinging to the thing, seeing that I have done this. If I have done something good, I will feel elated. If I have done something bad, I will feel sinful or depressed about it. Why? Because I was thinking that I am identifying with that I has done. So I am assuming a kartritva with that I, which is really not there. Similarly, whenever we are enjoying or suffering anything, the bhoktritva we were assuming with the I, which is not there. It is the kartritva of the gunas, bhoktritva also of the gunas. Bhoktritva of the body, which is a product of the gunas, or kartritva of the gunas of the entire nature, which has created the body also. The karta of the body also are the gunas. Is it clear? So it gives us a full nasajjati, mean a full asangatva. Sangha is the main discovery of Bhagavad Gita, that we are working. Not doing anything, nobody can stay. We have to work, there is no problem. Then where is the problem? Problem is that we want the result of the work to be what I want, what I like, to be favorable. If the result is favorable, we are happy. If the result is not favorable, we are not happy. So always there is a tendency to look for favorable result, and that will make me happy. But it doesn't happen always. Sometimes we are happy, sometimes we are not. Even if we are happy, the next moment, if we have gained something, we may lose that. So we will become unhappy. So, this identifying this kartritva and bhoktritva with the phenomenological world, this identifying our own egoistic personality with that, by that we are assuming I did it or I did not do it, or I enjoyed it, I want to enjoy it, all these things. If that kartritva and bhoktritva are taken away, that they are all belonging to the guna, I am only a witness, then we will become asanga. We will no more be troubled by the world. So for that, to do that, what will happen? Raga dvesha has to go. That clinging to what I like and hating what I dislike, intolerant about facing what we dislike, that has to go. So now we have understood that this whole interactional sadhana which Bhagavad Gita represents, Bhagavad Gita presents, this yoga is interactional yoga, means karma yoga. But it is not just karma. The karma with the yoga attitude. And how will you incorporate the yoga attitude? That will entirely depend on your buddhi. To make any action, any interaction a yoga, your buddhi must be having the viveka buddhi, how to incorporate the soul dimensions and how to remove all the constrictions from the mind and intelligence. That is why he has mentioned it as Buddhi Yoga. Buddhi Yoga. Because action, anyway, it will be there. And even if you don't act also, It has to be with the yoga attitude. Suppose you say that I will not act, that also will not be with a selfish attitude. It also will have to be with a yoga attitude. So whether you do, don't do or anything, the yoga attitude is the main thing there, which is the work of the Buddhi. The Buddhi must understand where lies the yoga attitude and how to incorporate it every moment. Durena hyawaram karma buddhi yoga dhananjaya buddhau sharanamanviccha kripana phalahetavah durena hyawaram karma buddhi yoga dhananjaya buddhau sharanamanviccha kripana phalahetavah. He says that, O Dhananjaya, sarva karma buddhi yogat durena avaram buddhau sharanam anviccha phalahetavaha kripanaha. Quite a few words are there. Durena means it is far inferior. Inferior, no? It means far. He avaram. Avaram means inferior. Durena, he avaram means it is far inferior. What is that? Karma. Karma means generally any karma, when we say, it is done with some desire. Kamya karma generally we say. Without that, suppose as Shankaracharya says, the prayojanam anuddeshya mandopina pravartate. Prayojanam anuddeshya mandopina pravartate. If there is no necessity for any action, even a dull will not do anything. Whenever we are doing something, there must be some aim in doing that karma. There should be some prayojanam. So, it is absolutely wrong to think that the karma phala will not be there. Even if you don't want also, karma is always connected by causality. Whatever you do, it will have its effect. That will be the cause for the next thing. When you are coming, every step you are taking towards this satsang hall, you are actually about to reach the satsang hall. But every moment as you are taking each step, it is the karma getting fulfilled and the result also getting fulfilled. The last step you are reaching here, but all along you have been approaching the hall. Any work is like that. So, it can never be that we are working but we don't want the phala. And Bhagavad Gita never speaks about anything outside, in anything external. The whole spirituality is to deal with our internal state of being, nothing to do with the external state of being. So, apart from this objective causal phala, are you understanding the statement? Objective causal result. Apart from that, there is some internal result is happening. What is that? When I am doing with some intention in my mind. And also, I am looking for a favorable result. So, this causality is working inside, and there we have to tackle. Bhagavad Gita is trying to treat that part. What is that? I want to perform well in the exam. Why? Because then I will get a very good job, If I get a job, I will get very good money. With that, I will look after my family well. I will get a very good husband and wife, and then I will have family and I will look after them. By that, what will happen? I will become happy. So basically, we are always looking for happiness. That is Bhagavad Gita's discovery, our spiritual discovery also. It will be all of us should discover that. That whatever we are doing, we are wanting to become happy. But that what we are doing has been undergoing change. Suppose when I was a baby, maybe I was happy getting some milk. So I would cry when I like to have some milk, and when the milk is given, happy. Then a little later, maybe I wanted some doll. I am saying other people playing, I want to play with a doll. And it is not there, I will cry when the parents give me. I will be happy, and a whole day I will move the truck. What truck is that? Monster truck. Then grew up a little. Then the work is what? Performing well in the exam. And the desire for performing well, because it is further results will be coming from that. It is so much that getting anxious about the exam, I am not able to study even, nervous. It's a very common disease for all. That what will happen in the exam, I will not have the first rank or first division or pass, whatever the ultimate day. Thinking about that, I am not able to study. If you study well, then you will be normally be able to write also well in the exam if you are not nervous. If you write well, normally you will get good marks, except in accidental cases where the copies will be lost or something happening like that. So, but thinking what will happen in my exam if I don't get, this nervousness is not allowing me to study even. And even if I studied very well, sitting in the examination hall, I am not able to write what I have studied because of the nervousness. She is smiling because she had the problem. Everybody, most of the people have this problem. They forget about absolutely not being able to, but we are not able to perform as good as we would have performed if we are not worried about the result. So there is something, we are linking things causality by causality within. Now, if you can leave that and do your job well, then the karma becomes karya. The karma becomes kriya. Two words are used. One is karya, means karya. In Sanskrit it means whatever has to be done. For a person, for a student, you have to study. That is a karya. Not a kama karma that I want to have this first class or first rank or anything. Your work is to study very well as possible. You should do that. You should learn well. And when you are going to the exam hall, you learn, you write whatever you are. You are not, then automatically whatever result is due in the objective level, that will happen. But that objective result is also getting spoiled by your internal anxiety of the result, that finally I may not have whatever is favorable. So we are not able to do the work with asanga. This is where I am saying that sangha is coming in everywhere. After we grow a little, that is gone. Career, they are also the same problem. Then maybe getting a partner, they are also the same problem. Because we are not able to judge with which partner my life will be. We will be harmonious, we will be able to contribute something to the society, we will have a peaceful life. We are so over fascinated by something and all that our judgment doesn't work there. So everywhere that desire is actually spoiling our karma, our work. So if we do as a karya, whatever to be done, if we do without the sangha, without the desire, then it will have its own fruition. Not only that, there is a great secret. When you are not doing with an idea of the favorable result will make me happy, you can keep it away, then you will find that always you are working happily. In the ashram we have seen that if 10 people are fixing stamp on the journal, just fixing stamp properly. Oh, it is a very great seva, everybody is very happy. What is that? A fixing stamp you are finding so happy? If the same thing is given in your office, you will not do, you will feel insulted. In the office, if they are asked, a big officer is asked to fix stamps. Such officers having big corporate position are fixing stamp in the ashram. And he says, I am very happy. Why? Because there is no desire in that. They are doing as karya, it is seva. Doing it without any desire. And not only that, because they are doing, when they are doing together, then the identity becomes big. If you don't have competition, that I will put the stamp better than the other person and Swamiji will be more happy with me. The moment you think, gone. Again desire has come in. I have been asked to put the stamp, I will do it to the best of my perfection, best of my ability. And if others are not doing, I will try to help, but they may not listen to me. So be careful in helping others. So the moment we are doing without the kartritva, bhoktritva, or that causality of the action, we keep it away, we will be able to do everything much more perfectly. Our Aurobindo Ashram mother used to say that if we take life less seriously, we would very soon be able to make it more perfect. Why? Less seriously, because we are too self-centered. What will happen to me? What will happen? Arey, you have been planning from childhood, so many plans you have made. Has anything happened like that? Or it was always the providential plan which has worked? Still we go on planning that I will send my son to the, Harvard, and he will become like that. And then I will get the Harvard kick. Ordinary son kicking me will not be so much fulfilling. A person whom I have made him study in the best of the school and all. After that, if he throws me away, I am happy. So whatever we are doing, that is going on changing. At one time it was milk, then it was some game, then it was something, then something else, then the career, then some partner, then the children. As soon as the partner and all are over, then the son or the children must perform well in the exam, then the children's job, that becomes the desire. After that, the children getting married, then the moment the grandchildren come, bas, we are caught. Our Ramakrishna Devi used to say that the small cobras are very dangerous. If they bite, nobody can save you. The big cobra biting can be saved, but a small cobra biting, nobody can save. That is why our all Indian mothers and parents are going every year, full of Air India flight, getting down to babysitting in USA. It will stop now, I think. See, it is changing, but constantly we are thinking that something from the world will make me happy. What will make me happy, that concept has changed. If that was true, then why did we leave the milk, leave the game, leave the partner? Everything is changing. But still we think that something from the world will make me happy. This will go on until we discover that happiness is not from the world. Our soul parameter is itself happiness. Ananda is our natural, spontaneous parameter. Anandadhyeva khalvimani bhutani jayante anandena jatani jivanti anandam pravishanti avisamvishanti. Taittiriya Upanishad. The whole world is born of Ananda. It is sustained by Ananda. It is moving towards Ananda. Finally, it gets merged into Ananda. In Shastras, it is said, the Shastras are called Shruti because those days it was being heard. That is, there was no writing when it started. That is one way of understanding. Another is that it is actually the words which the rishis who are connected to the fundamental harmony of nature, those words are heard by them. Shruti comes from, they are able to hear the words. The words are not as in the form of sound, but those words are revealed in them. That is why the Vedas are called, Upanishads are called apaurushaya. Apaurushaya. It is not composed by anybody. Different rishis have discovered the words appeared in their mind, and whatever appeared they have uttered. They are the Vedic truths. The truth they heard means not with the ear, but in their buddhi, in their inner being. So it is like listening to the unknown, the truth of the unknown, which generally people are not able to listen to. When we are in tune with the infinitude, when we are in tune with the truth, all those words we will be able to hear, not with the ears. They will arise in our mind. So they are written down. That way also it is Shruti, it is called because of that. This is a deeper meaning, the other meaning is common. So Shastras say that Shruti Mata taking us in our Shruti Mata, it is called Shruti Mata because the Shastras are protecting us. Otherwise the whole society would have got lost. Like the other societies in the world, Indian society, we don't know how old it is still there. But Roman civilization, Greek civilization, many other civilizations have come and gone. So it is the Shastras which are protecting us from going astray and towards destruction. So it is called Shruti Mata. Generally we refer to the Shruti as Shruti Mata. So it says that the Shruti Mata is calling us always, beckoning us. Come, come, come. When are you going to come back on my lap? But we are all naughty children. We don't listen to that. नहीं नहीं अभी थोड़ा ये करना है वो करना और थोड़ा खेलना चाहिए इधर जाएंगे उधर जाएंगे और एक और बड़ा after retirement also we don't listen to the Shruti Mata. I have to get another employment. Then grandchildren को थोड़ा देखना चाहिए उनका भी थोड़ा शादी हो जाए उसके बाद. So the Shruti Mata is crying, calling us repeatedly, come, 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 my dear child, when are you going to come? So only when we hear, this is again Shruti, when we hear the call and come back to her lap, then we understand that all along I have been crying for so many things in the world, looking for joy, but the joy is right within me, here, remaining on the mother's lap. That's like a child, when he is crying, he will not be able to stop his cry by giving anything. But when the mother takes the boy in the child on her lap, then the crying stops. Like that, when we get into our lap of the soul, lap of our Shruti Mata, then we find that all throughout life I have been running around for nothing. There is no joy to be had from anywhere at all. I have been deluded. Always when I am getting something, the joy is coming from within, and I am thinking that the joy is there. Our Shastras give the example of the dog. What do the dog do? A very dry bone. It goes on biting, and the gum gets, blood comes out of the gum. It thinks that the blood is coming out of the bone. So it chews still harder. So more blood comes out. What is the meaning? We are also, the ananda, whatever is coming from within, it is not by chewing the world that we are getting the ananda. Ananda is always there. When we stop looking for ananda from anything in the world, then we get flooded with ananda. You can have any example of that. Why it is that in meditation, when we forget the world, we get flooded with bliss? That is called bliss. Why? That means when the world is forgotten, then we are getting flooded by bliss. Then if the joy is in the world, then how is it that when the world has gone, we get the joy? It shows very clearly that it is right within. It is the property of our Swarupa, our own real identity. Where did I start and where have I gone? We were doing this shloka. Why did I do all these things? Karma and Karya I started. All of you have forgotten. I still remember. Although my SEO is absolutely useless. SEO na? No, SEO na. Search engine, SE. Optimization is SEO. Search engine. So, Karya and Karma. That's karma is always desire motivated action. Karya is not that. Karya is whatever to be done. And there is another very good word called Kriya. Because the whole nature is tremendous activity. We cannot even imagine the kind of activity. There is no desire anywhere at all. The earth is running around the sun is constantly radiating, the grass growing, the flowers are blossoming, the plants are growing, the trees are growing. Is there any desire anywhere? It's all natural, spontaneous. It is called Kriya. So the whole nature, this Kriya is going on, it is desireless. There is no desire anywhere. But for a human being to do anything small or big, we need a desire. Without that, we cannot do. इसमें हमारा क्या लाभ होगा? अरे लाभ, कितना लाभ हुआ है आज तक? क्या हुआ है उससे? जीवन में कितने बार कितना लाभ हुआ है? उससे क्या हुआ है? Whatever gain you have had, what has happened by that? 2 horns have grown perhaps. Nothing else. With which we will hit others. Age बढ़ने से then you don't have anything else to do, so hit others at that time. To hit others you need the horns. So, durena hi avaram karma buddhi yoga dhananjaya. He says that buddhi yoga, the way of doing karma according to Bhagavad Gita, to convert the karma into yoga, into karma yoga, you have to apply the yoga buddhi, which is called buddhi yoga, so that all your actions will be converted into yoga. So any other karma which is done with desire, that is nowhere near the karma which is done without any desire, just by having the buddhi yoga attitude. We have to learn more about buddhi yoga attitude, we will go in. But this is what it is saying. Therefore, Buddhau Sharanam Anvicha. Here Buddhau is the Saptami Vibhakti. Therefore, you take refuge in Buddhi. Refuge means Ashraya. What Buddhi? In the Viveka Buddhi. That means what? Where from the Viveka Buddhi is coming? By getting connected to the soul dimensions, to our own real identity. So, Buddhau Sharanam Anvicha. You take refuge to that Buddhi, which is the Yoga Buddhi, which is the Viveka Buddhi. That the Buddhi getting anchored in the real identity is Viveka or Yoga Buddhi. Kripana phala hetavaha. Those who are working, that means most of the people there who are working for becoming happy by doing something, that result, or having favorable result, desireful actions. Those who are acting according to the desires, they are all kripanaha. Kripana generally we use miserly. In common parlance we use it for money, that those who do not spend their money, that who do not give liberally and all. But the real kripanata is the constricted mindset. In Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, Yajnavalkya is replying to Gargi, 3.8.10. 3.8.10. It's a very good definition of Kripana. Yova Gargi etadaksharam aviditva asman lokan praiti sakripanaha. Yova Gargi, O Gargi, a person, etadaksharam aviditva. Akshara means unchanging. Kshara means changeful. Akshara means unchanging. That means the truth, which is unchanging, which is immortal. Ātma or our identity. Etadaksharam aviditva. Aviditva means nahi janke. Not knowing this akshara. Asmat lokat praiti. He leaves his body from this earth, this loka, without knowing the akshara. That means without having the knowledge, self-knowledge. Without knowing the self, which is akshara. Without knowing the self, one who leaves this body on this earth, sakripanaha. He is called kripana. Why? Because only when we realize the unchanging truth as my identity, you become more than the infinitude. It is beyond the infinitude even. Otherwise you are limited by your body, limited by your smallness, limited by your personality. No. So the real kripanata is not just the kripana regarding the miserliness regarding money or property or so. Suppose those who are not able to appreciate others' virtues, kripanaha. Why are we not able to appreciate others' virtues? Because our mind is kripana, constricted. The more we appreciate others, the more when we are not able to love our enemies, it is kripanata. We should be able to love our enemy, and if you can give capital punishment loving him also, as Arjuna did for his own grandfather, Bhishma. He was most beloved. He killed him out of love, not out of enmity. So anything we do in a constricted manner, with a selfishness, so to say, self-centeredness, becomes kripanata, miserliness. So he says that those who are working for a phala, that by doing this I will have this result and then I will become happy. Is it not kripanata? That I am wanting to this body-mind personality being wants some gain from the world and then I will become happy. That thought itself is kripanata. One will never become happy. Again something else will come, something else he would ask for, something he will lose. So he says that durena hyavaram karma buddhi yoga dhananjaya buddhau sharanamanvicha kripana phalahetavaha.
Durena hyavaram karma buddhi yoga dhananjaya buddhau sharanamanvicha कृपणाः फलहेतवः दूरेण ह्यवरं कर्म बुद्धियोगात् धनञ्जय बुद्धौ शरणमन्विच्छ कृपणाः फलहेतवः.
Now we have to know how this Buddhi Yoga will work, that how to cultivate that Buddhi Yoga. So Bhagavad Gita has given many ways to approach it. Actually all are same. Whether you take this line or that line or the other line, you are reaching the same place. Depending on who likes what and what situation of life, what will be coming to your mind to apply. So see how beautifully Krishna or Vyasadeva or somebody else, we don't know, have recommended this, that a sincere person will never fail. 6 methods are given. When you are active in the world, something should come your mind. That either 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. 6 now, 5 I have given. You can make it 6 also. If you want 3, we can make it 3 also. Quite a few are there. In Malaysia once, only wanted, you should give 3 points. So I made it 3 there. It can be, because they are same but given in a spread manner. Let us take the definition of Samatva in 2.48. It is just close to this shloka. Durena hyavaram karma, just before that, 2.48. Eta pada, yogastha kuru karmani.
Yogastha kuru karmani Sangam tyaktva dhananjaya siddhya siddhyo samo bhutva samatvam yoga uchyate.
See here, the language you should notice. Samatvam yoga uchyate. That means yoga is defined as samatva. That means this Buddhi Yoga will help you to attain samatva also. But the yoga is defined as samatva. What is the samatva? Go to the previous, siddhya siddhyo samo bhutva samatvam yoga uchyate. That means the sama in siddhi as well as asiddhi, success as well as failure. Now it is not just success and failure. Later on it will come to sukha and dukkha. Then labha and alabha, jaya and ajaya. All duals, all dualities. That remaining fixed, remaining constant, remaining poised, remaining undeviated in all the contradictory states, in the two, what can you say, the two opposite states. No, Dvanda is there. So that is called the Samatva Yoga. Now initially, as it is studied in management and all, it's very much regarded in management because they need Samatva. The success and failure, they need a poise in both. If they become depressed by failure, then he will not be able to become a good corporate manager. So it's very much necessary. But in taking that, people take Bhagavad Gita to be that only, as if it is just a behavioral science. It is not a behavioral science of that kind. You have to see where Bhagavad Gita has taken this Samatva to. You have to go to 6.32 or so. 6.32 you see, this is the Parakashta or the peak of Samatva Yoga. Ātmaupamyena sarvatra, say.
Ātmaupamyena sarvatra
Samam pashyati yorjuna.
samam pashyati yorjuna
Sukham va yadi va dukkham.
sukham va yadi va dukkam
Sayogi paramo mataha.
sayogi paramo mataha.
See, he says that in Sukha and Dukkha, both he sees Sama. That is okay. That is like the 2.48 only. But see the first line. How is he attaining the Samatva? Ātma upamyena. Ātma upamyena sarvatra. That is everywhere he has to see Ātma. Samam pashyati yorjuna. This equality is not just in failure I won't become depressed and in success I will not become elated. That is there. It's an offshoot of this also. But the fundamental thing is that he has to find Ātma everywhere. The whole universe is appearing on me, the Ātma, the identity we are looking for, the consciousness, in which the whole universe is appearing to be. So where is the difference? Difference is only on the surface level. But everywhere we have to find the Ātma. Ātmaupamyena sarvatra samam pashyati. So this is generally not discussed in corporate lecture, is it not, Ashwini? They will carefully keep it away. Because then it means spiritual sadhana. It will not come automatically. So, Samatva has to be taken in Bhagavad Gita, the Samatva will go to that level. That means it is the ultimate realization of everything is Ātma, everything. So any of these things, if you take to its peak, Parakashta, it means the ultimate self-realization or Brahmic realization, realization of the Brahman. I will come back to each, provided time is there later on, but let us see how are the five. Go back to the slide number 8. Hey? Gone your... Next is transcending raga dvesha. Because if you really look into all the verses, you will find the basic problem is raga dvesha. That means we are clinging to what we like and we are intolerant about facing what we dislike. That is why they have in this 2.64, they have said that ragadvesha viyukta istu vishayan indriyeshcharan atmavashair vidheyatma prasadam adhigacchate. I have already explained it the first day. That if we can wash off the ragadvesha from our mind, raga means clinging to what I like. Like will be there. Who will not like a good person? Who will not like to have a good disciple? Will not Swamiji like that his brahmacharinis should be all good? If they don't happen to be, then he will get annoyed. Go away, you are all useless. That he will not do. As long as they are not detrimental to the purpose of the ashram, mission of the ashram, he will try to bring them up properly. He will not be depressed, he will not be agitated, nothing will happen. Because he is not clinging to that like. He will definitely like when somebody behaves in a very good manner, but he will not cling to that. So behavior will be having the Samatva. Similarly, whatever he does not like, dvesha, he will not be agitated by that. When in the ashram, some resident or so becomes very difficult to handle, always it is there, extremely difficult to handle, then we will try to tell others that, see, Swamiji is bearing with her for so many decades. We being disciples of Swamiji, can we not bear with her tantrums or whatever it is? Is it meaningful? And what does Swamiji say? Swamiji says, more number of people like that should come to us for you to get over this problem. It is also true. For us to go beyond that, ragadvesha, more such people should be there so that we are forced to go beyond that. So, ragadvesha viyuktaistu vishayan indriyaischaran. He moves around in the same world of the objects. There is no change in the world. And with the same sense organs, he interacts with the world. Thus, his sense organs have not undergone any change. Then, where is the change? It's all within. Ātma vashair vidhe Ātma. He is Ātma vash. Vash means under the guidance of the Ātma, under the control of the Ātma. Generally, we are Vishaya vash. We are slave to the world, slave to worldly situation, slave to the objects, slave to money, slave to so many things. So, as a person takes to this Buddhi Yoga, he will be winning over this slavery to the world, to the worldliness. And it will happen automatically as he is connected more and more to the Ātma. That is, that Atmarati will result in Uparati. Uparati means our indulgence for the worldliness will go. How will it go? Because we will start taking joy in the Ātma. Atmarati. So he doesn't bother about the world wherefrom he is getting joy or not. He is always joyous because he is connected to his own Swarupa, Ātma. Ātma vashair vidhe Ātma. For him there is no external rule at all. As long as you have ragadvesha, rules will be working for you. Because you are not following the fundamental harmony of nature, you are guided by your ragadvesha. So you have to follow that. You cannot kill anybody you want to kill. Because you will be killing out of your dvesha bhava. So the rules are operating for you. You will be put in the jail. Of course, a saint also will be put in the jail externally, but from internal side there is no rule for him. His rule is all from within. Vidheya Ātma. His whole guidance is his connection to the Ātma. That is the Viveka Buddhi. He does things by Viveka Buddhi. That is why it is said that he goes beyond Shubha and Ashubha. That what is auspicious, what is inauspicious, he doesn't have to think. Apparently inauspicious things he will do without any problem. Is not Mahabharata war inauspicious? Krishna was making everybody fight his own people, killing Arjuna, making Arjuna kill his own grandfather and the most respected teacher from whom he has learned the Dhanush Vidya. Is it not wrong apparently? But it is because Krishna was guided from within. All these things does not matter at all for him. Videya Ātma. So what happens? Prasadam adhigacchati. his mind remains in placidity always. I said that Bhagavad Gita has not used the word Ananda. Actually, it is same as Ananda. Ananda should remain in dukkha as well as sukha. So prasada, difference between prasada and sukha is, prasada will remain in sukha as well as dukkha. When you enjoy some pathos, you have prasada there because you are not having any sangha to what you are reading or thinking. So you enjoy the dukkha. The same thing in your life you are not able to enjoy because you have the sangha there. Same thing happening in our own life, we are not able to enjoy because the sangha is there. Then comes jajna bhava. Oh, time is gone. So let it remain. Just 1 second. So these are the 5 jajna bhava, which is actually entirely different from the jajna in the Vedic ritualistic part. The karmakanda jajna is always done with some desire in mind, getting after death something, some loka or so, or getting some benefit in the world. Here in Bhagavad Gita, jajna is just the opposite. Whatever you do without any desire becomes a jajna. How? We will discuss later. Then comes transcending gunas. That is, we are made of the 3 gunas, but we are applying kartritva and bhoktritva, as I have explained to the beginning. So to see the whole world as phenomenological, it's a guna. My body, mind, personality being part of the world is also out of gunas, and they are interacting with each other. There is no kartritva or bhoktritva involved. So the gunas, whatever bondages they are creating normally for us, those bondages have to be removed. And the last one is the most important, sharanagati or surrender. Now that comes in the last chapter, and it is taken to the realistic level only at the end, where Krishna says, Sarvaguhyadamam. That is, it's wonderful to read, but today there is no time. See, we say surrender, surrender, but surrender becomes practicable only when you take refuge under the Guru. What happens? When you go to the Guru will ask you to do something. Now if you have dislike and this is against that, you will not be able to do. You have to look for various excuses. So your discipleship will not be proper there. One person had come, said that, Swamiji, I have given all my tan, man, dhan. Tan, man, dhan means sharir, body, mind, and all my property. I have surrendered all my body, mind, and property to you. I will stay under your guidance in this ashram. See the dangerous part of the second part is very dangerous. I will stay here and do my sadhana. So after listening all that, Swamiji said that, see, you are a person given to so much of rigidity that you could not stay with your wife. You could not work in the place where you are working. One of the sons committed suicide because of your rigidity. So you have not been able to harmonize with anybody. You think that you will be able to live harmoniously in the ashram, where people have come from all different states and countries with different cultural background, educational background, and there is no blood relationship. Is it easy to live peacefully in an ashram? Otherwise also, not about this person, for anybody. We should think that it is a place where we have all kinds of people from all over, and they will come with their own angularities, own crazy mentality. We say that nobody will come to an ashram unless the person is a little mad, including ourselves. Some crankiness should be there, otherwise nobody will come. So, Swamiji said that I suggest that you have a property in such and such place. It's a very religious place. You have a house there, you go there, live alone, cook your food, and also meditate, do tapas, take some books, read there. That is the sadhana for you. You do your whole practice there. No, Swamiji, I have surrendered everything to you, I can only stay here. So, it is right then it is proved. Guru is asking you to go somewhere to do your sadhana. He decides that I will do sadhana here. We can allow him to do sadhana. Within 7 days he will run away. Normally, if we had allowed. But why should we undertake such trouble when we are understanding that he would not be able to? But he is not ready to listen to the Guru. There lies the catch. So the real surrender happens only when you have taken refuge under a Guru and you follow his words, his guidance you want to follow. That is what comes in the last end portion of the 18th chapter here. Sarvaguhyadamam bhuyaha shrinume paramam vachaha ishtosi me dridhamiti tato vakshyami te hitam. I will take it up later, leave it. So tomorrow I will go back to the 7th slide and then again one by one we will go in a little detail.
Prabuddham vimuktam vikaraadihinam prasannam sada nityabodha swarupam param nischalam nirgunam sarvarupam bhajeham sadanusmarami pranavmi. Prabuddham vimuktam vikaraadihinam prasannam sada nityabodhasvarupam param nischalam nirgunam sarvarupam bhajeham sadanusmarami pranavmi.